Hello students, in this video we'll discuss about successful implementation of plans, means 5-year plan, which we have earlier discussed in the previous video. So first we'll discuss about achievements of planning. First is a higher growth rate. Economic planning in India aims at bringing about a rapid economic development in all sectors. That's to say, it aims at a higher growth rate. India's macroeconomic performance has been only moderately good in terms of GDP growth rates. The overall rate of growth stands at 4.8% for the whole planning period 1950 to 2007, compared with India's own past 1900 to 1920, when she was caught in a low level equilibrium trap. Growth acceleration during the last 60 years has been impressive indeed. Second, growth of economic infrastructure. India's performance in building up the necessary economic infrastructure is really praiseworthy. At the inception of economic planning, road kilometer was 4 lakh kilometers. India has now more than 3 million kilometers of road network, making it one of the largest in the world. Railway route length increased from 53,596 kilometers in 1951 to nearly 63,500 kilometers in 2005 to 6. Today, the Indian railway system is the largest in Asia and fourth largest in the world. Similarly, other modes of transport like shipping, civil aviation, etc. have also expanded phenomenally. Third is development of basic and capital goods industries. Another major area of success of Indian planning is the growth of basic and capital goods industries. With the adoption of the strategy of development during the second period plan, some basic and capital goods industries like iron and steel witnessed spectacular growth. Fourth is higher growth of agriculture. The most significant aspect of India's 5-year plan is that the overall rate of growth of food production has now exceeded the rate of growth of population. Though in the early years of planning, agricultural performance was miserable, resulting in the emergence of food crisis. But now, due to the impact of biochemical revolution in Indian agriculture, food crisis seems to be a thing of the past. She has attained self-sufficiency and food grains. Fifth is savings and investment. The rise in the domestic savings rate from 10% of GDP at the initial stages of planning to around 19% in 1980 to 81 is definitely impressive. However, this rate increased to 34.8% by the end of March 2007. Similarly, India's record in gross domestic capital formation rose from 20% in 1980-81 to 22.8% of GDP in 2001 to 2, but it rose to 36% in 2006 to 7. Now we'll discuss major failures of planning. Indian planning is yet to score good marks. The major areas of failure of planning in India are: first, inadequate growth rate. In quantitative terms, the growth rate of Indian economy may be good but not satisfactory by any standards except the first and sixth 5-year plans. The actual growth rate remained below the targeted growth rates of GNP and per capita income. Only in recent plans, both 9th and 10th plan, actual growth rate has exceeded the plan targets. In terms of per capita, India is one of the most poorest nations of the world even after more than 58 years of democratic planning. Second is versus India's socialistic society. Indian planning aims at building up a socialistic pattern of society in an otherwise capitalistic framework through various socialistic measures. We have not yet made any significant progress towards the goal of attaining a socialistic pattern of society, even after nearly 58 years of planning. The concept of socialistic pattern of building a society has been altogether discarded when we introduced new economic policy measures in mid 1991. Instead, Indian economy very much moves on the capitalistic path. Um, Next, economic inequality and social injustice. The twin aspects of social justice involves, on the one hand, the reduction in economic inequalities, and on the other, the reduction of poverty. A rise in national income with concentration of economic power in the hands of a few people is not desirable. In an otherwise capitalist framework, inequality and the distribution of income and wealth is inevitable. In India's social political setup, vast inequalities exist. Next is unemployment. Removal of unemployment is considered to be a very important objective of India's 5-year plan, but unfortunately, it never received the priority it deserved. In the sixth plan of Janata government, employment was accorded a pride of place for the first time. So, this is all about achievements and major failures of 5-year plan of India. Thank you.